Hi, I'm Hub Arkush. He's Eric Edholm covering Super Bowl 47 live from New Orleans for Pro Football Weekly. And Eric, I had an experience this year that I've never had before at all my Super Bowls. Somehow at the Wednesday morning press conference, when the coach was done, Jim Harbaugh had come off the podium, the players had come out to their respective tables. There in the middle of the room was Jim Harbaugh. Jim's an old friend, and I got a 15-minute one-on-one with the head coach of the Niners.
That's stunning to me. Okay, I mean, in front of the press conferences, in front of the hoarded media, he's kind of buttoned up. He doesn't give you a lot. I mean, he's been better this week, but it's been interesting to see him sort of off to the side a little bit. And obviously, your conversation fits right in with that. He seems pretty focused, but also relaxed, and that's a side of Jim Harbaugh we don't often see.
Well, and it's interesting for fans to understand. Again, I've known Jim for almost 25 years. We have a relationship. He's a good guy, folks. The Jim Harbaugh that you see on camera often during the season, during the playoffs, that's Jim Harbaugh playing head coach. But if you go back and follow his career as a player, the type of leader that he was, the way he conducted himself during the offseason, there's a little bit of a loosey-goosey guy in there, a guy who loves to have fun, and a guy who knew how to party in his day.
Well, I haven't got the players to talk about that at all, but they all described him as kind of like a player captain, or he still wants to be a player. He's out there running pass patterns, throwing the ball in practice, running wind sprints. So, they take him seriously because he is a serious guy, but they also feel like he's somewhat of a colleague, I think, and that's kind of helped the players relate to him, I believe.
One of the interesting things that I found in visiting with Jim is he talked a lot about how this Super Bowl experience has changed his view of the game, how it's reminded him that this is a celebration of pro football, how important it is. He told me he was at the Super Bowl a couple of years ago for Green Bay and Pittsburgh, and he swore he'd never come back unless he played in one. Couldn't enjoy it at all. But Jim Harbaugh tells Pro Football Weekly he is thoroughly enjoying this one. And Eric, he says he's got a whole new appreciation for what the Super Bowl is.
Yeah, and I think it was really cool that both Jim and John Harbaugh at some point must have decided, you know what, instead of kind of running from this brother and family thing, let's embrace it. They're doing a joint press conference on Friday. Jack and Jackie spoke on Wednesday at their own press conference, and they went on, and the people are eating it up. And I think that's kind of helped relax things. They've embraced the great story. They understand how cool it is that they get this opportunity, and I think it's really awesome.
One other thought on Jim Harbaugh and his 49ers. I heard Vernon Davis talking on Wednesday about, well, in many respects, he gives Mike Singletary credit for what's happened with this team, and that Jim Harbaugh showed up, realized the talent he had, and brought it all together. So the players have great respect for him, mainly as an organizer and a guy who understands players, even beyond his great coaching ability.
Well, that's, I think, what makes a great coach. I mean, you can know X's and O's till you're blue in the face and all that stuff, but I think it's understanding how to relate to people, how to communicate. I was talking to the other coaches, and they said it was important that when we made the change at offensive coordinator, we had great communication. That's what's allowed them to get here. I think it applies the same to Jim Harbaugh and the 49ers, too.
San Francisco 49ers appreciate their young coach. They consider him a peer as well as the boss. That's what got the 49ers here to New Orleans. For more of the best Super Bowl coverage available anywhere, stay right where you are 24 hours a day, 7 days a week at ProFootballWeekly.com.